Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with Louisiana Tech's head coach pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Oh, what a move. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And an empty backfield here on second and short. Gets the back moving. Wilson to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the App State Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. LeBron Bond. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number one for the squad.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Running inside, it's Edwards. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wilson will throw. Got his man. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Bulldogs with the first and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Flips it out in the flat. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. There he goes. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception!
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the... Still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Back.
Snags it, and he's open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
Here we go, ready? Go.
Give to the running back. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The run inside. It's Lewis. Picks up the first down. He now has 56 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's James. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll line up trips to the right, the fourth receiver on the left on 2nd and 1. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Lewis. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense is really doing a good job right now.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires into the end zone. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Appalachian State! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Leaping grab for a big gain. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Appalachian State comes out on the field to get the drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The option, he'll keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wilson will throw. Moving out of the pocket. Across the 25, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Got his man. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The run inside. It's Lewis. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 20 team, the Washington Huskies.
On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the catch. It's James. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running inside. It's Lewis. Good, solid tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, App State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going to try to get it himself. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up hunting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shaw. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. The run inside. It's Shaw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run the counter. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 47 after. Ten-yard gain. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. On the move. It's off. Maybe some room here. Quick step and go. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Trying play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. We just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Brooks. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Wilson will throw. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They've got the screen set up. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Appalachian sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Pulls it, fired, complete.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wilson to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and... Oh, he's got some space. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Edwards. He's dragged down at the 12 as they... cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shaw. Touchdown, Bulldog! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Singleton. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a throw downfield late. He's open on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Mountaineers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied up.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Wilson will throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Hey, look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. The run inside. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Under fire. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Quick handoff. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Running inside, it's Lewis. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Going to the run, it's Lewis. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Mountaineers will have it first in overtime. On the run, it's Lewis. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's it.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. Wilson to pass. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack point.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab. The desperation 4th down play, and this one is over. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.